Hi everyone, I'm here. Welcome to the channel, those who are new. And my old friends, thank you for being here. And I hope everyone is having a great Saturday. Okay, I have to share something that happened to me yesterday. I forgot to mention it. Yesterday afternoon, I believe I did a quick 15 minutes. And I am sharing it so that if it happens to you, don't panic. Uh, the first thing I usually do in the morning is to go through my emails and go on YouTube and reply to comments. And when I went to look at my emails, I saw one from Panera Bread, and somebody to use my card. I didn't know that it was my Panera card. I wasn't sure what was going on, but there was a credit card number which didn't look like it was my credit card number. I panicked because I don't like that. I since I subscribe to one of the three credit reporting agencies, I went in there to look for if anyone opened a credit card under my name. There was no new credit card. There wasn't any new credit cards, and I was looking for charges. I didn't see anything, and I scanned all the banks that I do business with. I didn't see anything. So in any event, I did call the police, and then I called Panera Bread where the purchase was made. They told me they could not give me any information. I said, okay, no problem, and I went to the police. I explained the situation. They were very kind. I gave them whatever information they needed. In any event, I don't remember what the policeman said to me. I said, no, what you're going to do is, and I told him I called Panera earlier in the morning, and I said to him, no, what you're going to do is call Panera or tell them the time the event occurred and you can view the video. And thank God for me, he said, since the place is in a different town, it's about 20 minutes from where I live. He called the police department there, and they went to Panera. Criminals are so stupid. They ordered some food from Panera. They picked it up themselves. And when I called Panera afterward, they told me the police were there and they captured them on video. I could not believe it. How anyone think in this day and age you're gonna do something like that and be able to get away with it. In any event, I'm glad I made the suggestion to the policeman because he wasn't thinking of video. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking, but he was very good. It's just that I was prepared before I went because I had already spent an hour perusing and planning as to how I was going to catch that person. They have not gotten back to me. He said he was going to call me back, but I'm happy. I called Panera. They found the video. They know who did it, or if they haven't found the person, they will. In any event, the reason why I am sharing this with all of you, it seems to me what thieves are doing these days. They use my Panera card. I have a Panera card. I forgot completely about it. I'm not quite sure how they got. It's, when you go to those places, they give you, those cards like Starbucks, but they give you one you can put on your keychain. It seems like I lost that one somehow because I found the regular credit card size one. I could not find the keychain one. And what they did was they used that with probably someone else's credit card. The credit card went through, but what could have happened if they were going to try to figure out who was using the credit card, they would probably come after me because my Panera Bread card was used to make the purchase. So the police haven't told me anything, but intuitively, that's what I feel they were trying to do. But they are not very smart. Again, they are not very bright because the development, the place where I live at, they have cameras all over the place. You move around, you on video. So, and also I'm sure everyone else as well. If you leave your house, you think you're not on video, you are you are mistaken. And these people, they didn't think they were going to be caught on video either. I will give you whenever I found out, because the police told me they were going to call me back. I will let you know what the conclusion was. But what I wanted to say is, it seems like to me there is a group of people, or the new way for thieves to try to, instead of the police coming after them, they're going to go after innocent people because they have something that belonged to you and they used it. And the other thing I wanted to share, I'm going to go into politics in a few minutes. I watch other videos on YouTube. I watch anything about cars and also with technology. And a lot of people are creating videos on scammers. People, let's say for example, you go into your computer and all of a sudden your web browser displays a page that says your computer is infected with virus, or you have some kind of an issue, and then there's a number that's displayed for you to call. It's thinking that it's Microsoft. It happened to me 4 years ago. I thought it was Microsoft because I was testing Windows 10, the latest version of Windows, and I thought it was Microsoft who wanted to contact me. Stupid me. But it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was a little bit tired as well. So I called the number, and I wasn't thinking, and I was watching what they were doing, and as they were doing it, they started downloading some of the files that I have on the computer, and that's when I stopped it. But I had given them a credit card number. So I'm going to make this short. And a lot of young people, they call these people and they harass them. They erase they delete files on their computers, they disable their computers. I don't feel that's the right way to go. There are government agencies and also the credit card companies that where they bill you. In my case, it was PayPal. I called PayPal. PayPal refused to process their business after I called PayPal. I proved to PayPal what happened. And also, there is a government agency that's called Internet. I have to look for the name. I'm sorry. I have it, but I couldn't remember the name. 1 second. Okay. 1 second. Oh my God, I forgot. I don't have it right now, but I'll tell you. But it's called IC3. It's an internet crime agency where you can go and you report whatever happened. I promise next time I will tell you what the name of the agency is. I'm sorry, I forgot it. I thought I put it down on my cheat sheet. So for some reason, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it here. In any event, that's the best thing to do instead of videotaping yourself, giving those people a hard time or disabling their computers. The best thing to do in order for them not to go and attack other people is put them out of business, or at least for a couple of weeks, because they're going to have to reapply to another company in order for them to get paid, because they have to receive payment by credit card. Otherwise, they will be out of business. In my case, I believe I put that company out of business for a couple of weeks because I kept watching, but after that, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to waste my time. And after that, you can have the government go after them as well. And that's what I did. They will give you a case number and all of that. But I will post the information under this video, and I will also tell you the name of the company next time I'm on. Okay, no, it's not a company, it's a government agency. That's the federal government. Okay, I had to share these things with you because if those things can happen to me, they can happen to anybody. Okay, and what I really wanted to talk about today, I hope you don't mind me sharing these things that happened to me, because hopefully I am arming you with information just in case if you're just doing something to your computer and all of a sudden a banner comes up, don't go there. Don't even bother with it. It's they're trying to get your money. Okay, and the next thing I wanted to mention today is I don't know how familiar all of you are with Tom Coleman. He's a former Republican congressman. I saw him on CNN today, and he also wrote an article. I believe it's in the Washington Post. I read it last night or the night before last. But he's another Republican who's saying that Trump should be impeached. Although he's no longer in Congress, I know everyone is saying, if most people's thinking is that, well, he's no longer in Congress, who cares? Well, what I feel, the way he's talking, and remember what I said once, my prediction was some Republicans are going to start abandoning Trump. People like him stepping forward, talking like that, is going to motivate those other Republicans to start speaking out about Trump's behaviors. Now we have two. We don't know. I feel there are going to be more coming out, regardless whether they are still in Congress or they are no longer in Congress. I feel it's important, and it's going to embolden some in Congress who are really disgusted with Trump's behaviors, and they are afraid to say something about it. And that, I feel, is going to have an effect on those Trump supporters who are on the fence and who also are not crazy or emotional over, like, well, Trump is God, like those evangelists are trying to make some believe, not me, I'm sure not all of you either, who are watching this stream, that God sent Trump. In a sense, yes, but not in the sense they are saying it. In any event, what I feel like saying is this is the beginning. Tom Coleman and Amash, I believe that's how they pronounce his name, is going to motivate some people in the Republican Party to start speaking out. I don't feel it's going to stop at two. Intuitively speaking, that's what I feel. And Trump's behaviors, the way he's going about preventing Congress from getting his financial documents, his tax records, is beginning to have an impact on a lot of people. Coleman, the reason why he said he started speaking, it's because he read the Mueller report. From what I understand, most people in Congress didn't bother to read the report. Maybe they don't want to know, because if they read it, they're going to have to take a position. But if they didn't read it, they can continue fooling themselves that it's a witch hunt, as Trump keeps repeating. But what I feel like saying is I don't feel Tom Coleman is going to be the last one to come out and start speaking out about what's going on. I don't know why I keep getting the number 5. So I'm not sure if it's 5 altogether or 5 more people that are going to come out. And believe it or not, it feels like to me it may be a small number, but these people will have an impact. And I'm not quite sure yesterday how much I went into talking about Barr's new Trump gave him the power to go and investigate and look at intelligence and declassify whatever he decides to declassify. I feel that stuff is going to blow up in Barr's face, and it's going to have major ramifications going forward, because a lot of people are against national security people and the hard work of the CIA and other intelligence agencies, whether the people are active or former workers. You know, I still feel Barr is going to be pulled from his collar. This guy thinks he is aligning himself with Trump, and he's enjoying, sometimes he enjoys the power he's wielding right now. From what I understand, he went and asked Trump to give him this new power to do whatever he wants. It's going to backfire. And also, Trump right now is very dangerous. He won't declare war on a country, but he's doing things thinking that he can frighten other people. And what Barr is doing intuitively to me is very dangerous. But he will be stopped. I don't know how. Like I said, I saw someone pull him by the collar. I don't know why and how this is going to happen. But both Trump and Barr, they're going to rue the day they made that decision. Because it's going to be a whole other level. I know that's what Nunes, I would not be surprised, intuitively, now that I'm talking about this, if Jim Jordan, Nunes, and those group of guys did not talk to Barr and Trump, if they weren't involved. I feel they were involved. They possibly suggested to Barr how to go about, I mean, I'm not saying Barr didn't know, but to take those steps, it takes a lot of gall. So I wouldn't be surprised if those guys were involved in the decision making, because a lot of things, intuitively speaking, a lot of things that are going in the background and the ideas that Trump has, they're not Trump's. Those guys behind the scenes are putting things in his head because they want him to stay in power for their own purposes. Yeah, install judges and control other people's lives, and imprisoning doctors for performing abortions. That's basically what's on their minds. But they will all pay a price for some of the stuff that they're doing today. Imprisoning kids, all these things are going to come back to haunt all these people. It's only a matter of time. But the point I was trying to make is Trump is not coming up with all those ideas by himself. And another thing I wanted to mention, the direction, if you remember, Steve Bannon was talking about deconstructing the state from within. He's trying to do the same thing in Europe. If I was Steve Bannon, I'd be very careful about what he's doing in Europe. What he's doing can provoke, I feel he's going to fail, but he's fomenting dissent in Europe that can break into a war. But he may pay a major price before that happens. But what Bannon is trying to do, that's what Trump is doing here, dismantle everything that we have. But it feels like to me he has realized, him and his family, that it's not going to work. It's a matter of time before we do away with this president. Remove him and put competent people, regardless through impeachment or he's going to lose the election. But I don't feel he's going to last till 2020. But I am not getting a good feeling. I saw Bannon on stage the other day, I believe it was in France. He's promoting gutting the European Union from within. That stuff is going to backfire too. In any event, I feel Trump's dictatorship tendencies is going to fail. And what Bannon is trying to do in Europe is going to fail as well. And it may not bode well for his health. Okay. And, but I don't see, I mean, there was potential for war with Iran, but I don't feel they're going to play in Trump's hands. And yes, Pelosi, he's going to have her way with Trump. He can't win. And I read this afternoon somewhere that her and Nadler had some kind of talk about impeachment. She knows she has no choice but to impeach Trump. And I'm going to say it again. I know I've said it before. There is nothing to fear about impeaching Trump. I feel they should do it regardless of what the Senate does. I don't think, you know, when I said this before, I never said impeachment was what was going to remove Trump from office. It's disseminating or airing his past financial misdeeds and everything else along the way that's gonna make him just run. If we notice what he's doing this week, now his lawyers reached an agreement with Congress for a pause to give them a chance to go and appeal everything, those two lawsuits that they lost last week. So it seems like they have a few weeks time to go and do whatever they have to do to appeal their case. I feel they're going to lose. I feel those documents are going to be released. And I would not be surprised if some of those documents are leaked. Okay. I believe that's all I had for today. And then I will go and answer some questions. Let's see. Okay. And also, if I did mention that, there is a way, some of you, if you're not aware, you can, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I feel this is very important. If someone, I'm going to go back to the identity fraud thing, or if somebody is using your credit card, call your bank, or if you have access yourself, go and lock your credit cards, and also, or the credit card that's being used, or call your credit bureau and lock your credit. So those things I wanted to make sure I said. Okay, time for me to answer some questions. Sammy said Nancy Pelosi's daughter said she will cut your head off and you won't even know you're bleeding. I agree with that. Yesterday, I don't think Trump has realized releasing that sick video that he posted on his Twitter account. That video, Nancy Pelosi is going to make Trump eat that. Eat that moment, if you will. It feels like to me she has her own ways of paying him back. I am not sure what it is, but he won't like it very much. Okay. Let me Okay, PL is asking, will the UK really send fund Trump? You know, remember I said certain things are going to be leaked? I am not sure if it's the UK, but once the impeachment process, because they're not going, from what I understand, they're not going to impeach him. There is a word, a way they put impeachment, some pre-impeachment or something like that, which that's going to have the effect of showing evidences to the public of Trump's past misdeeds. Once that starts, yes, a lot of other countries are going to be releasing and leaking things. But I don't know. I don't think, let me put it this way, I don't feel the UK is going to be the only country that's going to do that. And also, a lady on MSNBC, I forget her name, she's an attorney, she was talking this morning about the impeachment process. And she was saying, the way she was explaining it to me, since I'm not an attorney and I don't know anything about the process, and she was saying it doesn't matter what the Senate does. By the time the House, oh yeah, they have to try Trump. The Senate has no choice. Well, with McConnell there, you never know, but I don't think he has a choice. She didn't mention. The thought just occurred to me. Do they have a choice? It's like a trial. So they're going to have to, the Senate is going to have to call pro witnesses and, those who are against Trump. The Democrats are going to call their own set of witnesses. The Republicans, I'm sure they're going to call their own set of witnesses. And all these people talking, can we imagine the type of questions that the Democrats are going to ask? Yes, the Republicans are going to defend him just like they do in the House. They're going to start yelling, okay? But the amount of information that's going to come out is going to be unbelievable, and I don't see how Trump is going to be able to get out of this. But the point I'm trying to make is, what she made this morning is that after the House has proven that Trump committed high crime and misdemeanors, that then goes to the Senate. It's going to be like a trial. So either way, Trump cannot survive this. That was her point this morning, because everything that we know already, plus on top of it, his taxes and money that he has stolen from other people, and also he didn't pay taxes. That's why he's fighting so hard about not wanting, and mostly his money laundering activities as well. So that's why he's fighting so hard to keep those things out of the public eye, and also his shenanigans with Putin and the oligarchs. Okay. I'm going to answer more questions. I'm sorry, I don't know if I got carried away there. Linda Lewis is asking, will Mitch get reelected? You know what? I don't think so, Linda. For some reason, if no one runs against him, yeah. But Mitch McConnell is very beatable as far as, I said that a while back before I knew that his poll numbers are 18%. So the only way he will get reelected is if somebody doesn't run against him. That's my feeling, and I don't know if someone is. I'll have to look into that. Okay. Noel is asking, why did the Democrats agreed on a deal with Trump on his bank record and tax record? What I feel they are doing, I disagree with it. Okay, and I'm sure you do too. That's possibly why you are asking about why they reach an agreement. They are trying to show to the country, because we care about ourselves and our point of view. These people, Nancy Pelosi, more or less, and the leadership, Democratic leadership, it feels like to me intuitively when I touch with them, they want to talk to everybody. They want to talk to the country. They are saying to the other leaders, uh, people like Cummins, Nadler, Schiff, and these people, to not to be sure that they are too eager to make decisions such as turning Trump's lawyers down about giving them some time to appeal. That's what I feel is going on. But trust me, uh, they're not doing it because they like Trump or they want to help Trump. It's politically motivated, and well, not politically motivated, but they're being smart about their way of doing things. That's what they are doing. And artist is asking, can I speak about on Barr's health? In my opinion, Barr is a walking heart attack, and I think I mentioned that before. So, and if you look at the guy, he's not healthy. Look at his face. Jesus. He needs to, I mean, he doesn't look like someone who takes care of himself. When you reach a certain age, there are certain things you cannot do. It seems like he eats everything in sight. And that's bad news for anyone's health. So, yes, I don't know when it's going to happen, but he's got to watch out for that. And also, diabetes. Okay. I am looking for the next question. Somebody says Biden is very dangerous. Don't know how you get rid of him. Well, I don't. Well, you know what? I don't feel he's well liked over there, and they don't need him to be telling them how to do things and what to do. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't wish this on him. Somebody may take a shot at him. That's what I'm trying to say. This is not what Bannon is doing. Is crazy. Let's put it that way, because a lot of people are not very happy about what he's doing, and there are some sick puppies there. That's what I feel. Kathleen is saying Nancy Pelosi will impeach Trump. She's waiting for the financials. She's waiting for the financials. Building a stronger case for the Senate so they can renegade how real these matters are. Well, yeah. And you know what? That's why I'm saying I don't think Trump is gonna wait for all these things to be aired out. It's too much. And I'm not only saying this today. Those who are new, this is the first time you've seen me or you are new to the channel, I've been saying this, I believe, from last September. I don't think he's gonna wait for. I would be shocked if he waits for till everything moves to the Senate. Once they start airing his dirty laundries in public, yeah, he won't be able to take it. Okay. Kiltesa said someone needs to expose Trump's educational scores. Yeah, that would be the day. Carol says she hopes Nadler gets better. I feel yes. It seems like I read somewhere today he was suffering from dehydration, which really can get you dizzy, and you can faint from that stuff. Because when I touch with him, I am not feeling. And you know something? Those people are not only under stress, but they work long hours as well. If you notice, they're on TV till about 11 o'clock at night. They are at work in the morning, Okay, yeah, I can see how they get tired, and if they don't, keep themselves hydrated and take little naps during the day, yeah, they have to be careful. Somebody, Judy saying, "Me, Lou, the Cowboys." I'm not quite sure what the question. This question is. Are you talking about the football team? I don't know. I don't know much about football, so I'm not sure what this question is. Okay, I am looking for. Scully said Nadler had dehydrations, but there are some other health issues. I'm sure he's taking some meds, but the guy is over 50 at least, because I've known him for a long time and being in Congress. So dehydration and taking meds. Yeah, I'm not getting anything major. I'm not getting, when I touch with him, I'm not getting anything like a heart attack. I'm not getting that. If I see it, I will let you guys know. But I'm not getting anything that he cannot recover from. And you know what? There is more. I mean, there are a lot of smart women there. I hope I hope I mean, I feel he's going to recover. He's going to be fine. But there are a couple of women I wouldn't mind taking his place. Oh boy, I can think of two right off the top of my head. So, and yes, they will give Trump a run for his money. I wish they would put one in. But it goes by seniority from what I understand. In any event, yeah, I'll move on. Wow, there are a lot of questions about Bannon in here. I don't think Bannon is going to get away with it. I don't like the feeling I'm getting about Bannon running around Europe, doing what he's doing. Oh, Grandma says Nadler is 71. I didn't know that. I thought he was younger. I thought he was in his 60s. Wow. Okay. Wow. He looks good for 71, though. Miss Fabulous is asking, will any of the Trump family go to jail? Yes. Oh, yes. That's, it's not now. I mean, what's going to happen to this family is going to be unbelievable once Trump leaves office. However, he leaves, and I know he wants his fantasy is to be president for life. That's not going to happen, and also for his either his daughter or Don Jr. To replace him. That's one of his dreams. That's not going to happen either. Okay, Pat PR says Taro's apprentice said that the Republicans that are speaking out are only doing so in order to earn brownie points with the public. They want to change their image and want to distance themselves. You know what? Regardless of why they are doing it, Pat, I don't think so. Well, the gentleman, Tom Coleman, I believe his name is. I wrote it down. Yeah, Tom Coleman. That's who's speaking out. He didn't have to. He's not in Congress. So, and he's probably has enough money. Okay, he gave the reason why he's speaking out. He said he has three granddaughters. And that really changes you when you have grandkids. You can't play around. And where Trump is taking this country, if he were to succeed, we would not be free anymore. And that's what Biden is promoting in Europe. Okay? We would be racially divided. Okay? Women will not have the control of their bodies, according to those Republicans. Okay? And we're going to have secret police like they did the Stasis and West Germany, KGB and Russia. I don't know what they call them in China. But that's what Trump would like. That's what Bannon would like. Okay? It would be a disaster. I don't think anyone would stand up for it. Well, in America, I don't think it's going to happen. So, anytime I think about the idea of America turning into Trump, if Trump was to succeed and turning America into a dictatorship, that thing would have major, I mean, it's unbelievable what would happen. So, no, I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. Patricia says the Nazis who are trying to take over the Austrian government have been caught. Yes, they resigned. The same thing Trump did, that's how Trump got to where he is. That's what they were trying to duplicate in Austria. Yeah. Okay. I think I answered the other questions. Spoke a little too much probably, but I hope I made sense and I answered all the questions. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for sharing the past a little over half hour with me. I felt I had to go longer because I wanted to inform everyone about the internet fraud situation and also if someone is using your credit cards, what to do. So I thought yesterday I panicked and I was pissed. Oh my God, I don't need this right now. In any event, I hope it helps some of you. I hope it doesn't never happens to anyone. I hope it doesn't happen. But just in case, you will know what to do. Thank you everyone for spending some time with me. I really appreciate you and those and my chat managers. I thank you. I really appreciate your help. Have a good night, everyone. I will see you Monday. And if anything happens between now and Monday, I will jump in for 15 minutes and give you my intuitive impressions. And also, if you would like a reading from me, please, I have my links below the video, psychicmilu.com, or you can send me an email at psychicmilu@aol.com, psychicmilu@aol.com, or I'm going to post my, you can text me on my throwaway number. This is it. If you need to text me, if you don't want to go, whichever way you want to contact me. Have a good night, everyone. I will see you soon. Till next time. Bye.